Ukraine, torn between West and East, now experiencing its gravest crisis since the breakup of the old Soviet Union. Pro-Russian troops patrol the streets of Crimea's cities, the region no longer under Ukraine's control, a move towards autonomy aided and abetted by Moscow. It's rattled nerves in Western capitals. In London, the Russian ambassador was summoned by the Foreign Secretary for talks.
Well, the United Kingdom is very concerned about the escalation of tensions in the Ukraine, particularly in the Crimea, and particularly about the decision of the Russian parliament this afternoon to authorize military action in Ukraine.
And there's been a flurry of diplomatic activity across Europe.
I've been working on this today with many others, with many phone calls, including with the Russian president and those responsible in Ukraine to protect its territorial integrity. What we see in the Crimea is worrying us.
But will the West's worry and concern about Crimea really have any impact on Russia? US and European leaders could exert diplomatic pressure by boycotting June's G8 summit in Sochi. But with burning issues like Syria and Iran to discuss with Russia, it's doubtful they'd want to miss that key meeting. The US could avoid deeper trade agreements with Moscow, but the truth is the West's financial levers on Russia are limited. And it's highly unlikely NATO forces would be mobilised to defend Ukraine from Russian incursion. So Russia looks to have secured Crimea, protecting its Black Sea fleet. But some diplomats wonder if this success will be short-lived.
At the end of the day, President Putin will face increasing problems, both in maintaining his hold over Ukraine, or even the Crimea, and in retaining the trust of the Russian people in the end. He will have a terrific boost in the meantime out of excitement, but people will start to ask questions and wonder why it was done and why it was worth it.
The flames of pro- and anti-Russian sentiment are being fanned. After Crimea, many wonder if other regions in Ukraine are next. Emily Buchanan, BBC News.